Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. I'm Mr. Aos Inspires. This is Aos The Podcast. I'm crazy excited about the episode on today. You already see on the thumbnail what we're going to talk about. But before we get started, this is what I need you to do. I need every single one of you all to go to YouTube, even right now, and go ahead and subscribe. Listen, it's crazy because just last week we hit 50,000 views on the page. I think that's something to be celebrated. I'm excited about what's going to happen in the future and what's about to happen even right now with Aos The Podcast. We're reaching so many people. Everybody on iHeartRadio, Anchor, Spotify, also Apple Podcasts. You guys have been showing up and showing out. Thank you for your reviews. Go ahead and hit those 5 stars. And make sure you subscribe. Download some episodes. Matter of fact, download all the episodes. And the reason I want you to do that, not so that we can grow a following, but I truly believe that Aos Inspires The Podcast, Aos The Podcast, we have a relevant message that we're giving. And you already know I have 3 concepts, I have 3 layers that we talk about. We talk about relationship, life, and entrepreneurship. So with those 3 spaces that we're talking about, listen, this is our mission here at Aos The Podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you get to the next level. So many of you are saying, listen, man, you're helping us get to the next level. You're helping me get to the next level. I'm excited about this journey. You guys have been supporting us like crazy. And as I said last time, what I've noticed on the analytics is that you guys have been, a lot of people have been watching, right? We're getting the watch time, we're getting the watch hours, everybody's watching, right? But the subscriber base and the watch base is unbalanced. I need you guys, if you watch it, subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe. Some people are like, I already subscribed, and you didn't subscribe. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Even right now, it's important. Many of you are like, I watch it though. Yeah, that's cool that you watch it, but I need you to be connected to us because listen, we post almost every single day. I don't want you to miss not one episode, not one podcast, nothing, no extra. We post a lot of bonus videos as well. So I don't want you to miss nothing, even on the podcast, even on iHeartRadio, Anchor, Spotify, and also Apple Podcasts. We post almost every single day, right? And we post a lot of bonus content. I don't want you to miss anything. Listen, again, for all those that's just now tuning in, I am Mr. Aos Inspires. This is Aos The Podcast. I'm excited about this episode. And the reason I'm excited about this episode for our podcast is because this is a topic that a lot of people battle with, right? And this conversation came up with a friend last week. They brought it up and they saw somebody, right? And they wanted to talk to this person. But the first thing that came out their mouth was, they were out of my league. I said, huh? No. I don't believe that. I just don't believe in nobody being out of your league. So with that being said, I looked at that concept, but then it was something else. So I said, wow, that's 2 podcasts, right? And as I began to listen to the conversation that they were saying, they said this person that they were talking to was out of their league. I said, great, that's 1 podcast. But then they said something else. They were having a conversation with the person, and the person was like, they're chasing somebody, right? And it seems as if that they don't want to be with them, so they're giving them the runaround. I said, bet. Let's go. And this is, I want to share this with you. The reason we come up with these crazy topics on our podcast is this. A lot of people battle with this stuff secretly, right? A lot of people deal with the topics that we approach on this podcast secretly. So what I want to do is I want to extract all of the principles. I want to extract all of the advice and the wisdom from these different topics and give them to you for free so that you can work in your relationship intentionally. Like I don't want you to play the runaround game in your relationship. Or if you're dating, I don't want you to play the runaround game. I want to give you some tips and some principles and some things that you need to look for while you're dating, while you're in a relationship, to make your relationship better, whatever. I want to give you some tips. I believe that I have enough experience. I believe I have some great experience, some great wisdom to help you get to the next level. So on today, when they said that, right, it made me think about you all, because I'm pretty sure somebody out there on this podcast land is battling with this. Like you're really, and this is the big thing that I want to highlight. A lot of people battle with this, but they ignore it. So they feel as if they're not battling with it, when the truth of the matter is this is something that you deal with. Like some of y'all, you may not say nothing in the comments. You may not share this and say, I'm going through this. You may not even do none of that. But one thing you will say is, as you listen to me, the first thing that you will say is, wow, dude is on it. Like this is something that I'm really dealing with presently, right? So what I want to talk about on today is stop chasing people that don't want to be caught. Let's go. Listen, we're in for a journey on this one. Stop chasing people that do not want to be caught. Let's take a breather real fast as we dive deep. And I want to dissect every single layer of this thing. And the reason I want to is because this is the key ingredient that I believe, this is the biggest one for real, that you really need to make sure that you attack full force, right? And the first thing that you need to attack is your confidence. That's the biggest thing. Now, I want to share with all of the fellas. As I told you before, and I'm going to say this every single week until I don't care if you get tired of it. Real women are not impressed, Real women will not be impressed by your money, right? Now, let me do this. Have you ever seen a guy with a female? Sorry, ladies. Have you ever seen a guy with a woman, right? And he wasn't that good of a looker, but you looked at her, you're like, wow, she's beautiful. Like, how did he get her? The major thing that a lot of people figure out later in life is this. Looks do matter, right? Money does matter too, because women want stability. I get it. I understand that. But a real woman is not moved by your money. She's not going to make a decision. Yeah, girl, I'm going to go with him because he got money. No. She's not going to make a decision like that. A real woman. I'm not talking about these gold digger pranks that we see on social media. I'm talking about a real certified woman. It's not going to be moved because he got that Ferrari, he got the Lamborghini. Like, that's cool. That's additives, but that's not going to be my jumping factor. But you ever see that element, guy that doesn't look that good in your opinion, right? And the woman, she looks beautiful. Like, how did he get her? Confidence. That's it. Like confidence. When I'm gonna give you, wow, this is a great breakdown. This is the best breakdown that I can think about. If you ever talk to somebody that's a sales rep, right? Because at the end of the day, when you're dating or you're trying to approach somebody, trying to talk to somebody, at the end of the day, you're a sales rep. Many of y'all be like, yo, I don't like sales. But the truth of the matter is you're a sales rep. You are a sales rep. How do you know this to be true? You are a sales rep because anytime you try to talk to somebody or you're in a relationship, number one, you have to sell yourself. Not selling yourself for give me some money, we do an exchange. Not like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is you're selling yourself to this person that you want to be in a relationship with. You're selling yourself to the degree showing them that I'm a good catch. Like, you should want to be with me, right? So ultimately, you're selling yourself. You're selling yourself, not selling yourself short, selling yourself cheap, whatever. Not like that. But you're selling yourself to get in position to be in a relationship with this person, right? So the biggest thing is confidence. And what's crazy is many people lack confidence. I need you to go back in my Rolodex of this podcast and check out the other podcasts. A lot of people lack confidence. This is why you have women, right, that lead with their clothes and their body, right? I'm going to lay it all on the table. I'm talking about on today, stop chasing people that don't want to be caught, right? So this is the reason why you have a lot of people because of confidence. And what's dangerous is when you lack the confidence, you will do anything to get in position. That's why we have so many people, so many guys that lead with their money, so many women that lead with their body, lead with sexuality. And I get it. There's some females that just, love to look sexy. Cool. That's cool in the game. That's your play. That's your style. That's your thing, right? However, what I want to suggest to you, when you in fact have the confidence that you really need, you don't need to lead with anything else. Why? Because you understand this. I'm the catch. Like everything else that comes crazy, everything else that comes with me is an added feature, is bonus. Like, okay, great. She has a wonderful physique. Curves all in the right places. That's a bonus. He has money. He has a few businesses. Like, he has great investments. Bonus. But when you in fact have confidence, everything else is an additive, is a bonus, right? So the real catch, I'm the real catch. Period. Because this is the thing. When God made me, he broke the mold. That's the attitude that you need to have. Like, you'll never find another me. You will never find, you can find a duplicate, but the duplicate can only copy me but for so long. Why? Because I'm an original. And many of you are trying to lead with something else outside of yourself. And watch this, ladies, holla at your boy real fast. When you, in fact, know somebody that's lacking the confidence that they need when they approach you, watch this. You find them leading with something, watch this. In most cases, it really don't even matter. I mean, you leading with the fact that you live in a big boy house. That's cool, but, you know, I don't even know if you behind on your mortgage. Or better yet, I don't even know if you renting. Better yet, let's go even further. I don't even know if that's an inherited house. Did you earn that house? I mean, it's cool. You know, don't get me wrong now. That's a great investment if you inherit the house. However, most people lead with something that's tangible to try to impress the average eye. And truth of the matter is, you have a lot of women that lead with their bodies, a lot of guys that lead with their money. Why? Because there's a confidence deficiency. When you have a confidence deficiency, you have to lead with something else to impress them, because you feel as if in your spirit, in your mind, that what I bring to the table, just me by myself, is not good enough. And the truth of the matter is, I just got to put this out there. Let me sprinkle this out there. I don't care who you are, what you look like, how small you are, how big you are, how tall you are, how silly you are, how ugly you think that you are. This is crazy. There's somebody for you. Period. Like, man or woman, no matter how you look, there is somebody for you. And I want to tell y'all this real fast before we get too deep into this podcast. All of the married men and the married women and those that's in a relationship, be careful how you treat the one that you're with. Why? Because I told y'all this last podcast, there's somebody else at another table that's looking at your situation, and your situation is a 10 at their table. Like, you may be treating the one that you're with like a 5 or a 6, but somebody else is looking and waiting for the opportunity to harp on that thing. And they're like, yo, that's a 10 right there in my eyes. I'm on it. I'm on it. When I get the opportunity to, I'm going to do another podcast about that too, another episode. Women, fellas too, if you're in a relationship, right, and you know that you're in a committed relationship, and there's somebody that's trying to get your attention, be careful how you respond to them. Period. Like, be careful, because your response could be leading them on, making them think that there's an opportunity. Like, ladies, somebody say something, the guy say something to you sideways, like, you beautiful. Man, look what you got on. Right? And you giggle and, oh, I got me an opportunity, got space and opportunity, right? So be careful how you respond. But getting back to this, confidence, in my opinion, is the root to it all, right? Confidence will determine, if your confidence is high, you won't approach a situation cocky. Now, you have some people that are very confident, that are overly confident. Generally, the statistics share with us, when somebody is crazy overconfident, this simply means that their confidence level is lacking somewhere. There's some type of insecurity. There's some type of blanket, that they have not faced. So I'm acting overconfident, right? Watch this, so that I can cover up my insecurities, or I can cover up my deficiencies, or I can really cover up all my flaws, right? Like I'm going to act super cocky. Why? Because I know I got money. I know I'm stable. I know I have some good income coming in, but I don't want you to see that I got this bump on my right face. On the right side of my face is a huge bump. Right? And it's not a beauty mark, right? It's a bump. I don't want you to see it. Or I have some type of, physical, something, right? So I try to act overconfident. Why? Because when I, in fact, meet you, I don't want you to see my deficiency first. I want you to see my money. I want you to see my great attributes. And the truth of the matter is, truth be told, we know that when you meet somebody, you meet their representative. And if we will all come to the table with intentionality when we're dating and allow them to meet the real you. Like, I tell people this all the time. It's okay when you allow them to see the real you. Now, don't go too deep, right? Don't let them see too much. Over time, if they qualify, if this is the right person for you, allow them to see everything. But don't let your representative meet them on the first day. Why? Because you meet somebody and then you think that they're one way, then you get to know them. Now you're like, shucks, I done wasted all my time. Like, why did I waste my time with this person? I wish you would. How many of y'all have ever heard this before? People have said, I wish I would have known this in the beginning. I would never have talked to you. Prime example. Like, you really feel like when somebody holds back, right? And this is why I tell you, look at my last podcast, look at my last episode. There's 3 practical steps, 3 simple steps. I ain't gonna tell you now, go back and watch it. 3 simple steps that will help you heal from your insecurities. 3 simple steps. I dare you to go back and watch it and start executing that thing. Because this is what happens. When you begin to execute those 3 simple steps, it will suffocate the insecurities that you have. It will suffocate them. Somebody was telling me, like, nah, I don't think you should wear that. That don't look right. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what people think. Like, what people think, I'm not saying I don't care at all, because I'm a content creator, right? So we do care in some sense. I do care in some sense. But when it comes down to fashion, whether you think I'm in this category or that, I don't care. I like it, right? That's the base of confidence. Confidence will make you do something that everybody else don't want to do, but you do it. Why? Because you like it. Period. That's why, listen, ladies, women, stop trying to portray something that you are not. Because all that's going to happen is he's going to see you. He's going to think that you're this. And then when he's begin to unfold all the layers, you're like, hold on. You don't trick me. You don't fool me. That's why I love natural beauty. I just like the makeup and everything. You want to get glammed up. Cool. That's not my thing, but cool. Do your thing, right? If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. However, have you ever seen them videos